Okay, we are back. Admittedly, this Nike logo was meh, but it's okay. I think you guys get the point, and hopefully, you guys will have fun making it. The next one I want to give you a demo is going to be this Chicago 2016 logo. I'm not sure if it was official or not, but I thought it would be a great exercise. The challenge in this one will be the gradient tool, which I'm going to introduce you to now. The star is relatively simple. You're going to come here to hold down your left mouse button and click the star tool and start clicking and dragging. And you want to hold down Shift. And this is a 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm going to do, I hit the up arrow to create another point. And that gives me my star. And I think is pretty accurate. Just got to scale it down a little bit. And I think we're good to go here. All right. And then the next thing will be the gradient. So I'm going to go back here and I'm just going to make a pretty long rectangle. And I think this rectangle and that rectangle is going to be the same. And I'll just move it to the side so we can kind of see what we're doing. I'm going to get the gradient tool. So I have the object selected and I'm going to say I want to do a gradient. Well, I want to do a fill and I want to do a gradient on the fill. And then what happens is, depending on whether you have your toolbar open, but if it's not, you're going to go here and you're going to go to gradient and then you'll get a specific tool just for that. And we want to do a linear gradient, and I kind of did a sample here, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it from scratch. So you should have some basic linear gradient. So we want to go from basic to color for the moment, but this one will have, yeah, 1, 2 color. Maybe we can get away with 2 color, and this is a fade of this particular orange, so we'll see. And then I'm going to take this gradient and I'm going to rotate it. Hold down the Shift key. So we want to do a rotate, and we want to go from a color all the way, all the way to the white, and you pull down the base color. So this node right here is the node that you can move and rotate with. So actually, I'm going to go white, orange, this color, white. So white, orange. So I need a couple of more colors here. So I'm going to click on the bar. Am I going to get one here? And then click on it again. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to click on that one. And I'm going to say I want you to be white. I'm going to click on this one. And I'm going to say I want you to be white. I'm going to click on that one. And I'm going to hit I for our eyedropper tool. I hope it worked. No. Try to cheat. Didn't work. So I am going to make a color first. So I'm going to I deselected everything. I'm going to go to my swatch. I'm going to click new swatch. And let's just call it teal. And I'm going to hit my eyedropper and find that color. Oh, no. First find the color, my fault, and then hit teal. 1, just in case it has a conflict. So you'll see that it shows up here. And then I'm going to hit another eyedropper tool and hit this kind of deep orange. And I'm going to say, and then it shows up here. I'm going to say new color. And I'm going to say orange, new. Okay, so I have my 2 colors here now. So let's see if we can get away with making this gradient. So again, I'm going to select this rectangle. Actually, I don't want any outline. Come back to the gradient. Select that. Select the gradient. So it'll expose this gradient tool. Oh, it reset. So I want it to fade to white, like maybe here, and then go completely white so I don't see a background. And then maybe here, and then go complete fade to white, and then pull this guy down. And that guy, since I selected it, I can say I want that to be teal. And this guy, I want that to be orange. Yeah. And then I'm going to bring these two colors closer together. You know, something like that. Again, if I don't get the color perfect, I'm not going to really care. But here you go. We're going to bring it somewhere down here. And I'm going to take this star, which I'm going to fill white. And then I'm going to right click and arrange, bring to front. So there you go. Let me take that. I'm holding down shift to select both objects. And here's the beginnings of it. And obviously this is a good example of, this is a pixel, meaning it was a JPEG image that I downloaded on the internet. Let me put it side by side here and zoom in. And you can see how clean my vector graphics is versus, you know, all the pixelated objects. Although in 2 more weeks, we're going to be in Photoshop, and that is a pixel-based or raster-based software. And it's a totally new set of tools. And hopefully you guys can understand the nuances of both. Anyhow, here we go. Actually, they don't cut off the star, so I'm going to do that. And I think this gets a little wider. Okay, so I'm just going to make a copy of it. Hold down Alt and Shift at the same time. And then hold down Alt and Shift at the same time. And this guy is a little bit longer, I think. So I'm just going to cheat and do that. And voila, we're done. Okay. I mean, don't leave the white marks. Put it closer together, guys. Okay. Where are we at? 7 minutes. So maybe we can do one more and then I'll give you a break. Let's do this one. This one is actually quite interesting. First of all, it's going to be a pen tool. And I'm going to do this red one, which is in the front first. So I'm going to click and drag a little bit, saying my curve is going in that direction. And then that looks good. And I'm going to see, oh yeah, I think I'm going to need this point here. So I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go here. Okay, so oops, I'm going to just say my default black and white, no fill. And I'm going to escape. So now I'm going to get my direct selection tool here and kind of finesse this curve. Hey, that is not bad. I will take it. I will take it right now. Let's just make that stroke a little bit thicker so we can see what we're doing. Okay, maybe too thick. Okay, so if you notice here, this shape, initially I thought it would be a copy of it 5 times, but if I make a copy, oh, go to the V, direct selection tool, escape, and then V. If I make a copy and put it on this blue, you can see my curve on the blue is slightly kind of, it shrinks in certain areas to get this perspective look. So I'm going to make a copy of it, and then I'm going to hit A for my direct selection tool. Oops. So sometimes it selects all the nodes initially because you came from this selection tool. So sometimes when that happens, I like to deselect and then hit the actual path, and then it'll keep all the anchor points white, which means we have to pick the one that we want to change. So this one, I'm going to come in here. Make sure that you're clicking on the anchor points, and I'm going to bring it here, and I'm going to adjust this curve like that. Maybe adjust this guy a tad like that. Bring that guy here. All right, I think that's close enough for me and for this particular exercise. All right, so I have a beginning and an end shape, and then there's this transition that happens. So the perfect tool in this particular case would be the blend tool. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to set up my blend. So I'm going to go to Object, Blend, and Blend Options. And it doesn't give me, why is it darked out? Maybe I have to select my objects. Objects, Blend, Blend Options. And I want steps. There might be smooth, you know, where it just kind of blends it smoothly. I guess you guys should try all these tools. And then there's this distance, you know, it's going to separate at a certain distance. This time I just want steps, and I want 3 more steps from here to here. I want 3 more steps. So I got 3, and then I'm going to just click make, and then there you go. So I have this thing, and you can see it blends it all the way through. So probably the creator of this file or this logo probably used a similar technique. Okay. And then of course, let me do that in red. That way we can kind of see. I'm sure that's not the, oh, okay. So now they're blended. So they're what we call a combined object. They all behave as one. So what I want to do is I want to right click, and I want to be able to extract, and there isn't a tool for it there anymore. So I'm going to select it again. They're all kind of a combined object. So I'm going to go back to the object and go to blend, and you'll see this vocabulary term that's used a lot depending whenever you have compound shape. The Illustrator uses a word expand. Expands mean to separate, break, make individual type of thing. So I'm going to hit expand, and now each object is each object is individual because you can see all the lines showed up. I'm going to right click that again, and I'm going to ungroup it, and you could change each object individually, but actually I'm going to undo it because I want to keep it grouped. Let me move it in here first before I ungroup it. Yeah, that was a lot. We covered quite a bit. So let's make this one blue, I guess. I'm just going to pick a close blue, pick an orange, the one that we made. That one's going to be black, and this one's going to be green and red. And obviously the colors are all funky. I should have started the blend from here to there, but it's okay. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to say send to arrange, send to back. I'm going to go, I think there's a shortcut key for sending it backwards. So control close bracket or start bracket, is it? Yeah, let me try that. Control start bracket. Perfect. Oh man, this is terrible. Now I'm getting lost. I'm going to say bring to front, and then what is it? The green one. What is bring to front and shortcut? Bring send. Bring to front, send backwards, send forward. Bring to front, bring forward, control other J. So I think, okay. And then the black, so black has to be coming forward. All right, so I think I got it. Thanks for your patience, guys. So there you go. That part is done. And this whole gradient thing, I am not going to do that demo because I'm hoping that you guys can figure it out using this. One hint I can give you is make like a big box so that it goes from white and it fades to nothing. But if you make a small box, you're going to see the white fade, you know, have a sharp line. You'll know what I'm talking about. And then hopefully I don't have to teach you how to do this. It's just basically 5 straight lines. So you make one line, repeat it 5 times, and then you rotate it. So there you go with that. And yeah, we're going on 14 minutes. So I think I'm going to give it a pause, and I'll see you on the next one.